Welcome back, my dear learners. Now let us study one more poem of William Wordsworth, that is To Milton. The subtitle of this poem is London 1802. It means this poem, this sonnet was composed in 1802. But remember, my dear learners, it was published with The Solitary Reaper and so many other poems in 1807. This is a sonnet. Sonnet is a 14 lines poem. Sonnet, S-O-N-N-E-T, sonnet comes from Italian word sonato, S-O-N-E-T-T-O, sonato. That means a little sound of song. There are two kinds of sonnets, my dear learners. Italian sonnet or Petrarchan sonnet, English sonnet or Shakespearean sonnet. One thing I would like to tell you, my dear learners, here, that I'm not going to detail all about the features of this sonnet. Why? Because very soon I shall come with a separate video on sonnet and so many other forms of poetry. Here I am just going to give you some certain relevant and important information related to sonnet. This sonnet is based on Petrarchan sonnet model. That is, Petrarchan sonnet model is divided into two parts: octave of 8 lines and sestet of 6 lines. In octave, simply the poet introduces his subject matter or the theme or that very particular topic that is in the center of the poem, and in the next 6 lines, that is sestet, he simply concludes. Is that clear, my dear? So now let us look at this sonnet. Milton, thou shouldest be living at this hour. England hath need of thee. She is fame. Fame, a kind of a waterland, means a kind of a place where water stays for a long time. He says, of stagnant water. So England is here compared to a place where the water stays for a long time. And you know that wherever the water stays for a long time, there are so many bacteria, so many, you see, this virus, so many disease carrying just insects just find a very favorable ground to grow and cause and spread lots of diseases. So now England here, he means to say that, has absolutely become corrupted. He said of stagnant waters. Altar means actually a religion. See, my dear, this is the correct spelling. A-L-T-A-R. A-L-T-A-R. Altar. Sword means military power, means soldiers. Pen means scholars, intellectuals. Fireside related to homes. Heroic wealth of hall and bower. Have forfeited. Forfeited means suffer the loss. Their ancient English dower. Dower, my dear, means, you know this from dower. Dower means actually property or gift. From dower word come which word? Dowry. D-O-W-R-Y. Dowry is that gift given by actually the father to his own daughter at the time of the marriage. So here he means to say that England has lost that wealth. The wealth of the moral values, the wealth of that power, the wealth of that intellectuality. Intellectual people have lost the real aim of their life. He means to say that the army of England, the scholars of England, even the common man of England have lost their potential and power. That potential and power that sustained England, and took England on the pinnacle of success. That power England has lost. And he wants John Milton-like person to restore England with all that England has lost. So see, the first line of the poem begins with an address to John Milton, the greatest poet of the 17th century, who gets the credit of writing the first and greatest epic in English, that is Paradise Lost, in 1667. After working over it for more than 6-7 years, my dear learners, Milton began writing Paradise Lost in 1658 around and completed in 1667. It means he worked over it for as many as probably 8-9 years. So he says that, "O Milton, thou shouldest be living." He wants Milton to be alive today. Why? Because he says England hath need thee. Means he says the people of England need you. England means the people of England. It means here he has personified England. He said, "She is fain of stagnant waters." Means England has now become just like a place where the water stays for a long time. And if the water stays for a long time, you know that it starts stagnating. The water starts rotting, and if the water rottens, you better understand what happens. So he says that the scholars of England have become corrupted, the army of England become corrupted, even the powerful brains of England, even the common man of England has lost the real goal of the life. That's what he says. See, fireside, heroic wealth, hall and bower have forfeited their ancient English dower. Means property of inward happiness. Means that happiness, that was the greatest gift. That was the blessing in disguise, particularly for the people of England, and that took England on the top of the success, made England one of the most successful nations of the world. All those moral values and qualities now England has lost. He says, we are selfish. When he says we have become selfish, means all the English people have become selfish. Why? Because now the sole aim of their life is only and only reduced to earning and spending. That he condemns in his another beautiful poem, "The world is too much with us." He says, Oh, raise us up, return to us again. So he said, only people like you can now restore us with all that we have lost today. Only people like you can make England again a great country. It was at your time. He says, and give us manners, virtue, freedom, and power. So he means to say that England needs manners. England has lost manners. England needs virtue, good qualities. England needs freedom. England needs power. And you can only restore us with all that we had once. And if you do not restore us, we shall be lost forever.